Welterweight bout Abubakar Nurmagomedov coming in at plus 110 against Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos. Minus 110 for dos Santos. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 188 for the over, plus 188 for the under. Abubakar Nurmagomedov. Everyone wants to bet the Nurmagomedov when they see the name. But I gotta say, Elizeu Zaleski is a dog, man. I mean, the beating he put on Benoit Saint-Denis was quite the fight, man. I mean, he put an absolute beating on him. But if you want to have a little thing to look forward to with Abubakar, Zaleski lost to a Russian before that, Muslim Salikov, by split decision. I don't know if I could really get behind Abubakar at this spot. I mean, I think at plus money, if you're getting Nurmagomedov at plus money, not a terrible bet. But he's not, the brand name of the Nurmagomedovs. I mean, he's lost. There's just a couple fights that, like, his losses just look bad. His losses look really bad. David Zabata, triangle choke in the UFC. And then he got rear naked choke by Pavel Kush in PFL. And then lost to Magomed Mustafayev. That's not a bad loss. That was back in 2014. So I don't know. I mean, I was against him, against Omar Gadzhiev back in October, kicking myself after that. I'm like, why would you take an Omar Gadzhiev over Nurmagomedov? Like, what are you doing, Hayden? But in this spot, Elizeu Zaleski, I think, has a little bit better stand-up. Can probably stifle the wrestling. But he is a little bit older too. I mean, it's just a greasy one. I don't. Maybe you got a better side in this one. I just think it's kind of a toss-up. It's probably fairly priced. I just lean Zaleski. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just not high on Abubakar. I'm really not. I don't know. I think he's the lesser of the Nurmagomedovs or Magomedovs from Dagestan. And Dos Santos, man, he's got good kickboxing. He's a powerful dude. He can be flashy, with the spins and knees and spinning crazy kicks. I mean, knocking Sean Strickland out like that, it's crazy. But he's also got good wrestling, and I believe he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. The layoff does concern me a little bit. Abubakar's at least got phenomenal training partners and coaching, and he's going to be tough. I just don't, like I said, man, his best win is Jared Gooden, who we just saw not too long ago. And Jared Gooden's not really, especially at this stage, man, he's just not really that good of a fighter. And it took him 3 rounds to finally go to the judge's scorecard, and he gets the unanimous decision. But I don't think he's really going to have a big advantage anywhere this fight goes. Of course, he could catch Dos Santos. I don't think he's going to be able to go in there and wrestle him and get a decision that way. I think Dos Santos is good enough with the wrestling defense. And on the ground, I just feel like he's going to be better too, as far as like the jiu-jitsu goes. And on the feet, I just think Dos Santos can crack him. I think he can get him out of there. If this thing stays standing, I look for Dos Santos to have a bigger advantage here and be the better fighter. I can't believe I'm going to say it, but I'm going to fade the Nurmagomedov here. I'm going to take Dos Santos for my pick.
I think it's like so obvious it should be Dos Santos, but like just seeing the Nurmagomedov name, you don't want to go against it. It's like,
yep,
it's probably gonna be something you're gonna have to get over. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Like,
and I've got so many comments, people saying like, "How could you bet?" I forget which fight it was, but how could you bet against a Dagestani fighter, and how could you bet against the Nurmagomedov? So I hope he loses here, and I'm gonna be in the comments on this one.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer that you take a Nurmagomedov, but in this spot, I just don't know. I mean, you said like he's gonna have a better shot on the feet, I think, and I don't see him being able to hold down Zaleski for at least 2 rounds, because even against Omar Gadzhiev, like, he's still 29-28 on 2 of the judges' scorecards, so it's a close fight there. And Zaleski's been around for a long time, dude, very seasoned in the UFC.
And I mean, for Dos Santos, you look at, if he doesn't get the split decision loss to Muslim Salikov, he's riding, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, he's 10-1 if he that split decision goes his way in his last 11 fights, with his only loss being a knockout to Li Jingliang, who I think Li Jingliang's a better fighter than Abubakar Nurmagomedov, if I'm being honest. So, I mean, Dos Santos obviously knows how to win. He's got a bajillion of them on his UFC record. He does it in all different ways, KO, sub, decision, you name it. So I just think he's overall maybe more well-rounded, should be the better striker, better chance to win here, in my opinion. Probably going to bet on him too.
Let's go.